You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Chills Bar, Bearsley, sponsors of Port Vale content on Six Towns Radio.
Tom Pope, League 2 Player of the Season, 2012-2013. How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think, personally it's a great achievement for me. But I'll only feel, special if we finish the job off and get promoted. It doesn't mean nothing to me if we don't get promotion, because that's our main aim. And I've said before, records, individual achievements and everything else are added bonuses, but our main priority is try and get out this league, and if we do that, then I'm sure I'll look back on it and be quite proud of it.
Yeah, because if you look at Vale at the beginning of the season, what rollercoaster it's been so far, still a few games left, and that would be the icing on the cake, promotion. You haven't had time to celebrate at all because you're back in training today, aren't you? Yeah,
I think any other 23 managers would probably give me the day off, but not our gaffer. Come back last night, drove back and back in on training, so I'm not the type of guy that's going to celebrate and rub it in any way. I'm still the same me, and it's not going to change. We've still got plenty of work to do, like I say, between now and the end of the season, and hopefully we can finish the job that we started.
Yeah, you've said that it's a team game.
Well, of course, I think anybody who knows what Tom Pope's about knows that I'm not a player that's going to take 3 players on or get the ball 30 yards out and put one in the top corner. I'm a player that relies on my teammates, and if they can keep putting balls in the box, and hopefully I can get on the end of them and get a few more between now and the end of the season. But like I say, scoring goals isn't the aim, it's promotion, and anything else. If goals come between now and the end of the season and we get promoted, then great, but I'd take no more goals and promotion any day of the week, and I'm sure anybody would be the same way.
Yeah, you're up against some fantastic players, some brilliant players in League 2, that. You just beat Jamie Curtin to it. Did you speak to any of the other guys down there? Did you get a chance to do that?
No, not really. I think everybody, there was only myself and a mate that I took for help me with the driving that went with me. I think a lot of the other clubs took, they had 10 on tables and things like that. But no, we're on a table with Alan Chamberlain and some of them, so it was a bit. We were on one of the main tables, to be fair, and it wasn't great. I'd rather have been sat at the corner somewhere out the way of everyone.
Yeah, on Twitter last night it just went mental, the people congratulating you.
Now.
I was listening to another radio station, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm a big fan of Shed 7, and Rick Whitty does a show, and he was talking about you to Guy Mowbray before you'd even won the award, just saying that you were a big music fan, and they were talking about footballers nowadays tend to like hip-hop and R&B and chart stuff, but they were saying you've got great music taste.
Well, it's a great compliment. Yeah, I'm sure half the lads will disagree about my music taste. But yeah, I'm old school, I love my indie music. Don't really listen to anything else, to be honest. I'm probably a bit stubborn in my ways, and I don't pay attention to any new R&B, hip-hop or any of that stuff that comes out. Like you say, I'm into my Shed 7, my Oasis, Stone Roses, that kind of stuff. And that's all I play, really. When we do the CD in the changing room, I think I've got Nirvana at the minute. So they try and skip that one and put the rest of the upbeat dance and hip-hop tunes on, but I'm not having any of it. When my song comes on, I guard it like the crown jewels and make sure they don't turn it over.
A bit of rock and roll, you can't beat that. So you've scored 27 goals this season. Do you have a favourite? I know you've said you don't want to take 3 players on, but there's been one that you've thought, I'm really proud of that.
I'm proud of every goal. I think any goal that's a winning goal or contributes to a win, and to be fair, out of the goals I've scored, there hasn't been many where we've lost a game. I think every game we've lost, we've pretty much lost 2-0 or 1-0 or what have you, and nobody's scored. So I think pretty much all my goals have been quite vital, barring the Sheffield United one in the FA Cup, but you know, considering the circumstances, that's one that I really enjoyed at the time. Obviously conceding 2 in injury time wasn't great, but going nice stadiums and scoring goals in front of over 3,000 away following fans, you know, is a great feeling. But you know, I think any one of the 4 against Rotherham, my hat-trick against Bristol, you know, they all mean a lot to me. The winner at Bradford, you know, I don't have any individual ones. I just, like I say, just try and score in every game, and you know, if I don't, then I don't. But 3 points are more important than any goal that I've scored.
Aldershot course was called off on Saturday because of the snow. It's been rearranged, I think, for 2 weeks' time, and there's an important game Good Friday this week against Cheltenham.
Well, you know, we've got 7 games left, and it's like a mini league. We've got some tough. We've got Burton, Northampton, and Cheltenham that are all round us, and we've got to play them all at home, which is, you know, probably would have been better off playing them away, if I'm honest, with his own form at the minute. But like I say, we've got 7 games left, 4 home games, and we've got, you know, try and turn it into a fortress and then 4 games. You know, if we can win his own games and pick up the points, you know, the odd point away from home, then it'll be enough. But you know, what we can't afford to do is start losing games against the likes of Cheltenham, Burton or Northampton, because that gets them 3 extra points on us, and it's an extra game chalked off. So, you know, like I say, it's who's going to be the most consistent between now and the end of the season is going to be promoted. It's that tight, and not just at the top, at the bottom as well. You know, it's been one of them leagues where everybody's beating everybody, and you know, they're into a single game. I know before the Aldershot game, everybody's saying we'll batter Aldershot. Well, you know, they drew at Gillingham, drew at Bradford. You know, they're not a bad side. You know, the gulf in between the bottom sides and the top isn't a massive amount. We've just been, you know, obviously a lot more consistent this year than we have been. And we're not going to take any game lightly. We'll just keep working hard like we do. You know, the gaffer isn't going to let us rest on anything, and we'll, you know, keep pushing for that top 3.
Thank you, Tom.
No problem.
Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent
and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.